92.7 WOBM with Avril Lavigne on a Tuesday morning. 9:13, 61 degrees. Joining us right now, our special guest from Meridian Health. We are joined by Dr. Stacy Dumas. She is a child and adolescent psychiatrist affiliated with Jersey Shore University Medical Center and the K. Hovnadian Children's Hospital. Doctor, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Thank you for having me here today.
It's a great event that you have coming up, and there's a few layers to this which we'll go over, but it's called Light Up Your Life. And let's talk about how would you briefly describe this upcoming event that's going to be taking place?
This event is going to be great. It's going to be a chance for members of the community to come and hear an excellent keynote speaker, Molly Burke, who is an amazing young woman who has really triumphed over adversity and gives us all a story of hope and inspiration.
Now, I was looking at a little, backstory to Molly Burke. And Molly, I guess at a very young age, lost part of her, or all of her vision. Was that how it sort of evolved?
Yes, she started to lose her vision from a rare condition at about the age of 4, and I think that she finally lost all of her vision by her teenage years at about 14.
And what she is doing now, though, is giving folks inspiration and how to overcome different obstacles in life. I guess that would be a way of putting it, motivation.
Yes. She's become an advocate, and she talks about her own journey to overcome the adversity that she's faced.
Which has to be something. I mean, when you think about it, especially, at a young age, it must have been very confusing for her, and has something you have to deal with at that age has got to be a tough thing to do. How do health and wellness, Doctor, play a part in our ability to cope with difficulty and change, much like Molly Burke was going through?
Yeah. Well, I think taking care of ourselves, it keeps our minds and bodies ready to tackle challenges that we face in life. And we can do this by eating healthy, making sure we get enough sleep, exercising, but also by engaging in activities we enjoy, nurturing a healthy view of ourselves, and really staying positive and trying to achieve our goals.
Now, let's talk a little bit about coping skills. Now, not to make light of it, but my partner, who's not here with me right now, Sue, at times will get me to a point of challenge, I would say.
Okay.
And I sometimes have to use coping skills of my own to get through the morning with her, okay? So let's talk about coping skills, the different things that people can do maybe to overcome those moments when you're just, which I know you're familiar with.
Yes, coping skills are really great at allowing us to deal with stress in the moment without becoming too overwhelmed.
Yes.
And different coping skills work for different people. Some people like to write in a journal, but that might not be too convenient on the morning show. So listening to music can be helpful. Deep breathing is one of really the best coping skills to develop because it can help you relax quickly, and it can be done almost anywhere and anytime.
How about meditation? What are your thoughts on meditating? Is this a great way, like when you get done with your work day and you have the ability to be, in a relaxed, atmosphere, maybe I would think at home possibly, meditation can help too, right?
Yes, meditation not only clears your mind during the moment that you're doing it, but has excellent benefits for your health and wellness and well-being even afterwards. It takes a little practice, though. That's not as easy for some people to do.
Yeah. And, I guess practice makes perfect, right? With anything in case of meditation.
Everything, yes,
with meditation too as well. So we talk about Molly Burke, and when folks get together for the Light Up Your Life event, which we'll give the details on the whens and wheres and all that stuff in a moment, I guess it helps to be able to sit back and listen to the stories of someone who's gone through a lot that can share some insight and maybe some different techniques or ways to get through a tough day.
Yes, someone like Molly. Molly Burke is an amazing young woman who's really triumphed over adversity. And when you listen to her story, the big things that she's really had to endure were some pretty severe bullying, which I think a lot of kids and teenagers can relate to, and the loss of vision, which I think most of us feel is almost unimaginable.
Yeah.
And she did have some great distress around those events, but she was also resilient. And her story, like other stories of perseverance, they're inspirational because they really show us that it is possible to overcome almost anything that life brings our way.
As a psychiatrist, do you look at it when someone's got a problem and they're falling into, and I don't want to make light of it again, but when they're falling into that pity party, do you find it better to push them into more of a proactive approach to feeling better about themselves or a situation that they're dealing with?
Of course, of course. Whenever we're trying to get someone feeling better, whether they're suffering from depression or anxiety, we do try to help develop all of their positive coping skills, help them become more resilient, and participate in various treatments to help them really be their best self.
Excellent, excellent. This event is coming up on Wednesday, November 18th. Folks can call and I guess reserve a seat for this event if they'd like to.
Yes.
The number is 1-800-560-9990, or you can go to meridianhealth.com/lightupyourlife for more details. Here's that toll-free number again, 1-800-560-9990 for more information. And as we wrap up, what would you like to leave folks with as far as any insight? It'll be a great time for folks to come out and enjoy this, but also gain from, the stories that Molly's going to have. And there's dinner included with this, I believe I was reading about. And it'll be a full night. There'll even be, I believe, a health fair that's going to be coinciding with the event.
Yes, I think it's just going to be a great opportunity for all of us to feel inspired to overcome whatever adversity we face in our lives.
And here is a neat thing they're going to be doing, too. There's going to be an eyeglass collection for the Lions Club Recycle for Sight program. Obviously, with Molly's background, with eyesight being her story, they're going to have a collection so you can bring and donate those used glasses that we all have, that we've either outgrown the prescription or the frames or whatever, and they're all just sitting in the desk drawer. You can bring those in and help out the Lions Club as well. Again, that's November 18th, and that's going to be happening in Aberdeen. The number to call is 1-800-560-9990 for more information. And I will, Doctor, keep working on those breathing techniques.
Thank you very much.
That deep breathing when Sue gets me a little bit on edge, I'll do the deep breathing. And then when I get home, I'll do a little meditating. How does that sound? Am I on the right track?
Great. You're on the right track.
I'm on the right track. Here's another thing we could do to cope. How about some music? We'll get back to it right now. Here's OMD.